factor. They constantly surprise us, both in amazing ways and not so much. We're Ben and Sia, and welcome to the Gnaw on This Business Bites podcast. This show is all about real life things we all deal with every day, how they relate to business, and how to make some sense out of our daily chaos. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. I'm Ben, and this is Sia, and welcome back to Gnaw on This Business Bites. This week, we're going to talk about guilty pleasures. What are those things that you love to do in the background while you're working, or stress relief, or things that just take your mind off all the things that are driving you crazy, and put that smile back on your face, because we all need them. We all have stressful lives. We all have things in our business life and our personal life, that sit there and go, oh my God, what do I do today? And instead of just grabbing your knees and rocking back and forth and trying to ignore things and let the stress build up, we all need things in our lives that we can reach back to and say, okay, it's time to do this. And, for me, it's going to be different from Sia. From Sia, it's going to be different from any of you. And there's no right and there's no wrong on this. It's a matter of going, what are the things that refocus you, that give you purpose, that put a smile back on your face? I mean, for me, it's going for a walk in the middle of the day. It's playing golf on the weekends. Sometimes it's even just sitting there going, okay, I'm just going to do some free form writing. And just to sit there and say, okay, this is not for anybody. It's not for anything. I just need to get this out. And it never sees the light of day. It's never on LinkedIn. It's never on Forbes or Inc. or any of those other magazines. It's just something that I write and I put in a closet somewhere, and I feel much better because I did it. And we all need that in our lives. So Sia, let's gnaw on this.
Oh, my friend, guilty pleasures is like the life story of my life. So here you go, right there, boom, Candy Crush. How you doing? Candy Crush, Candy Crush, Candy Crush. So I've been playing this freaking game for years now. I think I'm going on 5 years of playing a game. Okay, for someone that has a short attention span as I do, the fact that this game can sustain me for this long, kudos to the developers, Candy Crush maker peoples. But it's like a mindless little activity though. If I'm under massive duress, one thing I've learned about myself ever since I've left corporate America is that I apparently don't have good coping mechanisms, and it manifests itself into hives. Okay. So that was for my self-awareness of, I didn't realize over the last 5 years that Candy Crush, offered a salvo out to like leak some of that stress, that buildup of pressure. And I don't like that term guilty pleasures at time, because guilty by definition is something that you're guilty of, where you feel like you're doing something wrong or knowingly doing something you're not supposed to. And to me, it's like almost like embarrassing pleasures, right? So who likes to belt it out in the shower because it's just your voice is so much better in the shower, right? Like that's a guilty pleasure. Golfing is a guilty pleasure, but you know what also could be a guilty pleasure in your golf game is, hitting that putt like 15,000 times and counting a 6. Guilty pleasure might be fudging those numbers every now and then, right? Just to make yourself feel better. But I think it's healthy. I think it needs to be done. I think guilty pleasures, everyone should have at least 5 of them, right? And when I say it, 5 of them, I mean like a way to bring yourself back and find your center, right? I don't know, like maybe we should do a campaign and rename the word guilty pleasure, right? So yeah, I'm all for it, my friend. I love me my Candy Crush, and you can't, take it away from me. I will go ballistic if that is the case.
And we all need our own things. I mean, back to the golf game. It's just, there's days where I'll go play golf and not even bring a scorecard.
Oh yeah.
No pencil, no scorecard. It's just me against the course. I will, put my phone in my back pocket, put in earbuds, play by myself at 6 o'clock in the morning with nobody in front of me. And it's all about just me and the course.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to think about anything. I just want to go for a nice 3-hour walk, hit the ball, and it lands where it lands. People tell me I played my best golf that way.
Mm.
That people have kept my score and go, Ben, you're 6 strokes under your average. And maybe I am, maybe I'm not, but it doesn't really matter because you walk off the course and you feel better about yourself.
Bingo.
You had the exercise, you were out in the fresh air, you were able to take your mind off whatever was stressing you, or you were able to work through it, which is a good thing as well. And we all need those things in our life. I mean, you were talking about the fact that, you like to, when you have something that you need to write, that you have music blaring in the background. I can't do that. I have to have a deadly silence when I'm writing anything. I cannot have any music or anything distracting me when I'm working. And that's just me. Other people love to have the music in the background or even a video playing in the background while they're doing stuff. And you need to find out what works for you. And that's the most important thing is this. It's not because, so-and-so said this to do this, or so-and-so said this. Try it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Try it yourself. Maybe you're going to be, your new guilty pleasure will be Candy Crush and you've never played it before. Try the game. Try what's out there. If you like it, great. Don't feel guilty about it. Just realize that, you know what? There's a time and a place for it.
Mm-hmm.
You use it for what you use it for, and you need to also be able to put it away and say, you know what? Now is not the Candy Crush time. Put it to the side. I've got work to do. I've got people I need to be around. I need to spend time with my family. I need to spend time with my friends. I need to work on the office, whatever. But when you have that time and it's something that puts a smile on your face, why not?
Oh, right there. Smile on your face. That's the big part. We don't smile enough, I don't think. I think we, as adults, I don't know about you, my friend. I mean, other than you talking to you, just put the smile on my face. But I know. Heart you. Let's make everyone sick. I love you, Ben.
One of those? I don't know.
No, but seriously, I think the whole idea of, again, anything that's pleasurable. Eat that piece of chocolate, people. Like, enjoy it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Take that sip of wine. Not saying drink the bottle. I'm saying take that sip of wine. It's okay. It's listening to oh my gosh.
Punk rock on 11, if that's what it is.
Well, I was about to say BTS, but it came out BTK in my head. I'm like, oh, that's two different things completely.
Yes, it is.
And those that don't know, Google it.
Google it.
Oh my gosh. Like, if you enjoy, like, belting out, like, I want to dance with somebody, have at it, my friend. Like, I think it's that, like, is it endorphin, serotonin? It's those hormones that just get, pushed out when you find something pleasurable, and it helps you balance out, literally chemically inside your body to feel better. I say I'm a huge advocate, all for it. And like you say, as long as it's not something that is counterproductive for you or someone else, like okay, so fine, maybe some folks maybe like that cigar, if it's something that it relaxes you, that's fine. If you do it too much, like everything in life, it's bad for you. Don't overdo it either, right? So the guilty pleasure becomes guilty and no pleasure. That's an addiction. So again, the irony of me being that person to say that, but that's okay.
But it's a matter of recognizing it and recognize within yourself and say, okay, when has this become a guilty pleasure? What is this something I can put down at any time? For certain people, it could be Twitter, it could be Instagram, it could be Candy Crush, it could be, I need to play golf 6 days a week. Well, wait a second, 6 days a week at golf. If you've got a full-time job and a family, and it's a 4.5 hour round of golf, and it's 45 minutes before the round to get there, 45 minutes to get home. That's a day. That's a day. And if you're doing that 5 or 6 days a week and you have other responsibilities, you need to sit there and think about it. Is this something that is, a pleasure, or is this something that's keeping me away from doing other things that I may have some responsibilities to?
Oh, that's when you're putting your like ostrich head into the sand. But okay, look, when you said playing golf 6 days a week, you know what I was thinking? Like, you must have an incredible core Because like if you're straining your back and like doing those swings constantly and not sore, like holy smokes, what are you gonna look like? Like your back would be like all rock hard, awesome.
You would have a great core strength. Whether if you were playing golf 5 or 6 days a week, you would sit there and have a really good core, especially if you're if you're swinging it at 120 or 130 kilometers an hour, whatever it is, or 120 miles an hour. But we need to sit there and go beyond that. It's just sit there going, okay, is this keeping me away from doing other things that are important in our lives? And if the answer is no, have at it. But if all of a sudden you're having neglect things and neglect other people in order to do your guilty pleasure, then you need to start looking at it and sit there and say, okay, is this the right thing for me to be doing at the amount that I'm doing it? I'm not saying stop cold turkey. I'm saying we need to sit there and look at it going, is this an addiction or is this a guilty pleasure? And be able to look at the difference between the two of them. And, it just means being critical of yourself. And I think that's what we all need to think about.
Mm-hmm. Self-reflection, my friend.
Absolutely. So I think that's a good place to stop this. But you know what? We all have our guilty pleasures. We all have things, I'll let you get back to your Candy Crush, Sia. I'm Ben.
I'm Sia.
We'll see you soon.
Hey. Thanks for listening to another episode of Not on This, Business Bites. If you liked what you heard, we most humbly ask that you like, share, and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to communicate more effectively within your organization, contact Ben at yourbrandmarketing.com or me at brilliantbeammedia.com. We can help you build your community, brand awareness, and personality through digital content and podcasting. We cannot wait to hear from you. So see you next week for another episode of Not on This, Business Bites.